So, FA Cup third round, Nottingham Forest 1, Banter Club Arsenal 0, 0 shots on target, Kenny Ken. What did you make of that shambles today at the Forest round?
The thing about it, right, it's called not believing your own hype, because that performance stunk of a team that believed the hype about how well Arsenal were playing, how Arteta's finally got together, that it's finally an identity at the football club, that finally that these players are on tune, and Arsenal fans should be really excited about the talent coming through. Martinelli, Saka, all these good players. Finally, we didn't have an identity at the end of the Wenger's, and Unai Emery's football wasn't sustainable. It's Arteta this and Arteta that. And sometimes, when you believe the hype, when you haven't achieved anything, you'll get performances like that. And that is what's happened. That team reeked of a team that's believing its own press. You haven't won anything yet. Yes, you played well throughout December. Yes, you were unlucky against Man City, but you haven't won anything yet. Beating Southampton doesn't give you trophies. West Ham does not give you trophies. It's just 3 points next game. This is an excellent chance of us going to win a trophy because, as I said to you on many occasions this season, our best chance of getting to Europe is silverware. The FA Cup is silverware. Let's not take away from Nottingham Forest, all right? Because they're brilliant and deserve to win. They're better than us in every department. Midfield, they were better. Defensively, they were better. Right back was smashed us to pieces.
He was class today, man.
Smashed us to pieces. Colback, ex-Newcastle, ex-Sunderland, relegated with Sunderland. Was a surplus squad in Newcastle. Absolutely destroyed us. And that is the crux of the thing. Eddie Nketiah has just showed us why he only plays in the Carabao Cup and why he is nowhere near our first team. So Crystal Palace, get the checkbook out, take him away, please. In terms of the midfield, just shows you there's a massive goal for class when our best midfielder, in terms of potential, Thomas Partey is not in the team. Completely missed him today. Arteta checked himself, but he was going to make look like a pork chop when he said, "Oh, we had 9 players out," but he checked himself, and I give him credit for that because he remembered that that team was still good enough to beat Nottingham Forest today. Leno in goal, third German international. Martinelli playing good football. Odegaard, his first choice. Ben White, I'll come to later, his first choice. Rob Holding, 2-time FA Cup winner, both against Chelsea, both with Anthony Taylor refereeing. So there's no excuses there. Trust me, he made Nuno Tavares a sacrificial lamb, but he should have done it to Cedric as well, because he was just as crap as well. And Kieran Tierney, stop believing your press, mate, because when you came on, you were awful as well. So don't think you're going to hide behind this whole future future Arsenal captain and future this. And no, mate, you're part of this. Every player that was on that pitch is part of that debacle. No one's getting let off.
The only player for me, sorry to cut you, mate. The only player for me that actually could walk off of there and say he actually done all right was the goalkeeper.
Yeah, but even so, Arsenal fans want to bag Rob Holding. They want to bag Rob Holding, but let's not forget that when the goal actually did come down Rob Holding's side, but Kieran Tierney, it came down Kieran Tierney's side, that cross from Johnson. Ben White was ball watching, as well as Cedric Suarez. So if you want to blame Rob Holding and say that he shouldn't have played, let me just look at Rob Holding's position. Who was bringing the ball out and being proactive and trying to take the game to Nottingham Forest in the first half and the second half? It wasn't Ben White, it was Rob Holding. So when you try to dig out Ben White as well, because Ben White was pathetic today. Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Arteta, bad man management of Nuno Tavares. Don't even dare try to make an example of him, because when you take someone off in the 33rd minute, there's no way they're going to be happy about it because you humiliated them. But you could have done it to a lot of players, because Cedric Suarez should have been gone off as well, because he was pathetic. He was pathetic. He got ruined. Absolutely ruined today.
We had no shots on target, Kenny, in the whole game, right? And we had Bukayo Saka on the pitch. We had Martin Odegaard on the pitch. We had Martinelli on the pitch. We brought Lacazette onto the pitch. We had 0 shots on target.
Midfield, because the midfield was weak. Because, Albert Samba Makonga was getting ruined because he had two passengers alongside him. He had two ball players who had no beef. He's doing it on his own. With all due respect to Saka's an attacking player. Charlie Patino was brought on to be a ball player. But let's face it, you know, maybe he made a mistake today in playing Patino, and he should have played Granit Xhaka, because there's no excuses not to play Granit Xhaka, because guess what?
I think he had COVID. I got told.
Did he have COVID? All right, I'll let him off. If he's had COVID, I'll let him off. So that in that respect, I stand to be corrected.
Then it makes it even more worrying why we let Maitland-Niles walk out of this football club this month.
Well, it's not a case of but in a day, he does not trust Maitland-Niles in the positions that are available. He doesn't like him at left wing back. He doesn't like him at right back. He doesn't like him in midfield. So stop wasting his time and let him go. But the fact is, that midfield, the reason why we didn't create anything, because that midfield got ruined. Simple as.
Let's have it right. A championship team, and in the competition that we've won more than anyone, and the competition is to give this manager a pass for 2 years. Yeah, let's be real with it. Yeah,
that's what I said to Big Josh yesterday.
No shots on target, Kenny.
That's what I said to Big Josh. I said to Big Josh yesterday about the FA Cup giving managers oxygen for their careers. I didn't use the word oxygen. I said give them a leg up, and that's probably kept them in the job. Well, Mr. Arteta has had oxygen breathed into his campaign as Arsenal manager from the FA Cup, but after today, there's question marks. Not against him, because I'm gonna study Liverpool performances and study against Tottenham, and because at the end of the day, I'm not. He's getting a bye today, because nothing surprised me in that. But the players, I'm not having it. I'm not having it, because you can make as many excuses you can talk about COVID or players on international duty, but the game wasn't called off today. Leicester have got their game called against Everton because they got injuries, players on international duty, and COVID. That's for Tuesday. We still fielded a strong team that should have beaten Forest, and that's why I'm angry. Because again, people should not believe their own hype. When you win FA Cups on a regular basis, get in the Champions League, playing against the best teams in the country like PSG, Man City in the Champions League, Bayern Munich, and you beat these teams, then by all means be big-headed, but not when you haven't achieved nothing. Because I tell you thought, did you seriously think that in front of the TV cameras, when we're away from home, that Nottingham Forest are just going to let us play? No, they're going to go out.
Crowd,
that's what years ago.
Night game, floodlights, old school ground.
Exactly.
Yeah, massive football club.
No excuses. Eddie Nketiah, was one of those players where he was onside. He had a great cross, couldn't even direct it on target. He had a shot that, for some reason it was meant to be a deflection of Cook. I didn't see any deflection, mate.
It went out the ground, and it knocks County's ground.
Yeah.
Kenny, we've got Liverpool and Tottenham coming up on Thursday and Sunday, right? And this is why people like me and you, we get a lot of stick, and we can take the stick. We're big enough men to take that, yeah. But this is why we do not get carried away, right? Because we've just been dumped out the FA Cup in the third round. We've got Liverpool away in the League Cup semi. If we do not get a decent result there, i.e. a draw or a win, and we lose by a couple of goals, then we lose to Tottenham. They then go above us with 2 games out. All of a sudden, we've gone from, the season looks amazing, to, my days, we're in the gutter. And this is why we stay calm with it, yeah? And people need to understand that. Yes, it's great that we get wins, fantastic. But I've said it a million times before. Irrelevant runs of form and irrelevant wins that ultimately lead to nothing are irrelevant. Yeah, these next 2 games, where do you see us being after these 2 games? Do you think we'll get a result?
I'll tell you, I can't make any predictions, but I'll tell you one thing: the attitude's got to be better, because you're playing 2 live games. You didn't respect Nottingham Forest. Well, you're going to respect Liverpool, because they've made a lot of changes, but they're still going to be favourites at Anfield to give us a hiding. Tottenham Hotspur are still going to be favourites. The problem, the thing that's going to concern us most is the midfield. If we do not have a sufficient number of experienced midfielders against Liverpool and Tottenham, then we're going to be having this conversation again. The midfield, I repeat, was non-existent. Today. You could say that's extenuating circumstances because Patino was in the team, but Saka's experienced, and Sambi Lokonga, Yeah, it was playing the ball out the back from I don't know, playing ball out the back. I think it was Ben White, and then Sambi Congo got the ball intercepted. He's got to be better because we're going to need you, Sambi, now against Tottenham and Liverpool. So he needs to buck his ideas up. And if Grant Xhaka hasn't got COVID, then we're going to need him in both those games. If he has COVID, God help us, mate, because we're going to get ruined in midfield because El Neni is in Egypt, Partey's in is with Egypt, Partey's with Ghana. You know, both of them in Cameroon.
Maitland-Niles is on loan.
Maitland-Niles is in Rome.
Yeah,
you know, they lost to Juventus, so they're going to need him as well. So I don't know where the midfields come from. Who are we going to get? Who's going to be who's going to be an
by Thursday and Sunday? It's mad. Listen, Kenny, we'll talk about player ratings later with you and Jez.
One thing I will say, all you guys who've got your favourite players, don't you dare come at me when I do my player ratings. Don't you even dare even think that I'm gonna let off any of your favourite players because I'm going for them. And if you want to cry, right, I'm gonna give me your address and I'll send you some tissue paper because I ain't messing around. Seriously, I'm not messing around. If you think I mark really hard and I'm stingy marker, you wait to the player ratings because I'll tell you one thing, right? No one's getting it away with murder with me. Not after 100%. Today.
No, well said, Kenny. Listen, I'll send you a link in a bit. I'll keep you posted anyway, buddy. Appreciate you coming on, man.
Definitely.
I'll tet her out.